kind of is do or die time. You have to be careful. Every game that you lose is closer and closer to getting knocked out of the tournament for twos.
Absolutely, and game one is looking like it's going to be a Mammoth Fortress. Button checks were already done, so already we're going into the game, and all players are picking up their weapons. Little Cap finding a sword as it spawns right above him, and now Addymestic also trying in to be able to get some sort of attack. Nice down airs coming out from Phazon, and now Phazon and Little Cap's going to be taking the left side of the stage while Addy and Cake decide on the right. Phazon getting in with the spear with a nice D-Light Sarah, and Little Cap sends Addymestic off the side of the stage. A really great start for the red team with how much damage they were able to put on Addymestic right off the bat.
Not only that, but Cake has also done a great job surviving this, so he's allowing Addy to take a little bit more damage because Cake is still outputting damage and not taking very much. You're seeing back-to-back side signatures coming out from Lil Cap. He's looking for those heavy attacks to kill. Phazon is looking for it too, but Lil Cap comes with the rotation, hits that side signature. He does that with this Bodvar better than most Bodvars out there, and there's quite a lot. He's definitely one of the top Bodvars in the game right now. He utilizes all the signatures in Bodvar's kit to get those kill moves. Addy coming in with a downlight. Normally you'd follow that up with a side air or a recovery. A little bit of team damage though coming out from Addy, and he might get knocked out here. You're seeing Phazon rotate over, use the high movement speed that Hattori has to get over and try to confirm the edge guard. He gets the kill off the top though. Cake coming in, try to relieve a little bit of pressure, comes in with the recovery, looking for the kill move, picks up the D-Light recovery, almost kills the red team.
But the red team manages to continue living on, and they have that lead. Little Cap still on his first stock here. All stocks are almost evened up, but he's fighting off stage and managing to make it back, touching that wall to get his jumps back. Addymestic and Cake say, okay, we don't want to risk things too much, so they're going over to Phazon once again. A nice down stick. Addymestic trying to combo off of that with a neutral air. Gets D-Light Sared instead, and Little Cap is doing so much damage to Cake here in the second stock. He still hasn't died. That Sare's not going to do it, and Phazon is 1v2ing, holding his opponents off the stage so Little Cap can get back. Another D-Light Sare comes out. Neutral Sig comes out as well. Little Cap still holding on to it. Ooh, fighting off stage. Phazon at risk of dying here.
Phazon's still alive. Hello? Okay. Cake and Addy are in kill percent at this point. We're about 2 minutes into the game. Little Cap hasn't died yet. He's been able to survive using his positioning to stay in the middle of the stage, stay safe, stay far away from those blast zones. He just picked up the kill on Cake. Addy might be right behind him. Phazon is looking for the edge guard situation right there. The unarmed recovery almost killing Addymestic. Phazon has a sword now.
Light almost killing Little Cap, and it still manages to live. First stock situation here for Little Cap.
This is insane, and you're seeing the positioning, the damage still coming out from Lil Cap. It's a wonderful dare there. Addy's gonna fall. Addy is in danger of being knocked out of this very, very quickly. So is Cake, both of them on their final stock. Lil Cap is still on his first. There's the neutral light from Addymestic on the gauntlets. Typically a move that doesn't have a lot of variable force, so even when you're highly damaged, you're not really gonna get killed by it very often.
But Addy and Cake are doing a good job keeping their heads in the game. They're able to take on Phazon's second stock here, so the stocks are only one stock lead for red team. And if they're able to eliminate Phazon really early on, there's no stock sharing in Brawlhalla. That means it's going to be a 1v2 no matter how much Little Cap doesn't want it to be. So there's a chance that, okay, well, Little Cap with that side sig.
I don't even think...
I think Cake was like an orange.
Yeah, I don't even think Cake was in the red at that point. It was a side sig utilizing that soft platform all the way on the right side, using the heavy attack, that signature from the side to take out Cake, and Addy's gonna have to fight a big 1v2 here against the 3 stocks that the red team has.
And Addymestic with the gauntlets finds a nice ground pound. Could get a nice hit onto Lil Cap. He does. Second ground pound comes out, and that actually KOs on its own. It doesn't have to worry about gimping him, and now it's a 1v2 where the stocks are evened up, but Addymestic in the orange is finding so many of these ground pound attacks, actually. Putting Phazon a little bit deeper with the orange. Nice sidelight, no recovery, but he dodges out of the way of Lil Cap's side air. This 1v2 is happening, and Addymestic's looking at making it look a little bit competitive, but that disarms him. Dodges the weapon tosses, and he can't make it back. He probably needed to diagonal dodge there to be able to get enough momentum to touch the side of the stage, but he falls to his death, and it looks like the answer to your question about who was warmed up enough for that match, it was certainly Little Cap and Phazon in that game number 1. Cake and Addy started to make it look closer and closer as it went on, but by the time we got there, Little Cap had already taken, what, 4 stocks with his first stock, and that basically wrote the result of the game from the get-go.
Lil Cap was an absolute monster that game, doing like everything that you need to do, checking every box to be a successful player. He was surviving, he was putting out damage, he was able to find kills, and he was able to relieve a lot of the pressure that was being put on Phazon as well. So he was ticking all of the boxes, finding every little ingredient to being a successful team there. But as we've seen today earlier on the Brawlhalla stream, there have been a lot of sets today where game 1 the victor of that was not the same as the victor of the set. We've seen so many comeback options today, and this is even longer than the sets that we saw earlier. This is best of 5. So losing game 1 is far from the final nail in the coffin for any of these teams today. It's about adaptation. It's about finding things that are successful, finding things that are weak.
Little Cap throwing out all those signatures. Sorry to interrupt, but you were just talking about how well he's able to use both of our signatures, and he opens it up with a neutral sig
got
read.
the side sig too.
Side sig. So much damage being put onto Cake here. Addy and Cake are taking damage evenly this time, but they are returning it in their own way. Good down air coming out from Cake on the bow. He ends up hitting Addy on the accident and getting punished. Little Cap trying to get this edge guard, but a good nair interrupts Little Cap's dash attempt to be able to get something. And Cake is comboing both of his opponents. There's the finisher from Phazon. Addymestic waiting on the side of the stage for his teammate to come back, punished by a sidelight, and a recovery kills him as he tries to recover high. What peace of mind coming out from Phazon there to be able to use that sword attack to be able to kill him off the top at that percent.
And I love how Lil Cap and Phazon are playing so safe, even when they're in the lead, even when they're in the 2v1 situation and Addy or Cake is on the edge. Phazon and Lil Cap are not tunnel visioning. Oh no, and right as I say that, Lil Cap gets the side signature on his own teammate, ends up killing his teammate, making this lead a little bit less, but he's gonna want to come back immediately from that. You might see some big plays coming out from Lil Cap here. Phazon trying to take Addy off the top, hitting the unarmed recovery. Lil Cap has to be careful. You saw how long he was able to extend those stocks. He has to be very careful towards the end here. They're looking at taking out Cake's second stock, though. That would be huge for them. The down signature coming out from Phazon, but it's on Addy, so it's not quite in kill percent. The D-Light side air coming out from Phazon. The D-Light side air dropped from Lil Cap. Both players are on the red team are looking for that kill right now. And again, Lil Cap scratching and surviving.
Look at that. Okay, he bounced off the side of the stage into the island, back onto the stage to survive from that bow recovery. And now it's looking like he's going to get a recovery kill onto Addymestic. The Sair double KO. Falling directly into his hands. Credit to his teammate Phazon for being able to set that up. What an amazing opportunity from Little Cap to make the exact same scenario that we saw in Game 1 on Game 2 on a completely different stage.
Lil Cap and Phazon are looking insane right now. Now, I was a little bit worried about Phazon going into this because Brawl League Masters last week, Phazon threw his set away 100%, but he's looking like that didn't shake him whatsoever. Him and Lil Cap are coming into this looking crazy. Lil Cap was sort of the boy we were talking about in game number 1, and he's still surviving a lot, but Phazon is also forcing himself into an amazing opportunity here, finding so many turnaround kills and surviving quite a bit himself.
So Addymestic with the Wushang, something that I think I didn't highlight enough, is that he swapped his legends. Yeah, sure, he still has the same weapons, the gauntlets, right? But if you swap your legends, sometimes one weapon might carry over, but he gets a different one. In this case, he's got the spear. Using the Wushang neutral sig, was able to send Little Cap into that corner. Good KO onto Phazon, right? Killing him off the top. And now, similar situation, all stocks except for one stock even in red team, but Phazon's fresh. Addymestic and Cake are in the red, and that nair nearly kills off the bottom of the stage. Nice recovery connection with Phazon. Cake and Addy, that's a good opportunity. Little Cap can't make it back. An excellent gimp. He wasn't even in deep red. That was orange when that ground pound hit. Now we're 1-1, and Cake and Addy have a 2v1 against Phazon as Little Cap is respawning. They're finding the ground pounds. This could be the comeback that they're looking for, because if they go down 2-0 this early in losers bracket, that is a hard mountain to climb. But the spear recovery comes out. Phazon's able to do it, and Cake, okay, avoids that hammer. If you could KO Phazon here, he can't take another unarmed recovery like that, and that weapon toss makes it that much harder for him to come back. No recovery. Nice Sair back onto the stage, but that will do it. Little Cap finding that falling Sair they got that double kill with. Looking pretty confident here. He's like, oh, wow, we're up 2-0. We have a possibility to go to losers finals. That's top 3 here at DreamHack Montreal.
This is the best that we've ever seen Lil Cap and Phazon play. They're playing off of one another really well right now. You saw them at the end. They were both on that soft platform. Phazon was on the left, Lil Cap was on the right. You saw Lil Cap start flashing. He was charging up that throw, so it had the maximum speed and the maximum force on it. And you saw right before he was probably going to throw it, you saw the spot dodge come out from Phazon. So if Lil Cap threw it to the left, it would go through Phazon right as he did that spot dodge, so he could confirm the edge guard without putting any risk out. He didn't actually end up throwing his weapon, and he just followed up with the side air afterwards. That actually led to the kill, but a lot of team combo potential coming out from Lil Captain Phazon. And again, we're seeing Cake with this Hattori pick. This Hattori pick is like the first thing that I ever knew Cake for. Going back like 2 years ago, it was in Brawl League Masters Season 1 or 2. I can't remember which one it was, but that was when Cake's just really methodical spear play. He was able to pick up D-Light side air, side light D-Light side air, D-Light D-Light side air to just put out consistent big damage. And I'm wondering if he's going to be able to put that out here. We're already seeing Lil Cap pull out regular attacks. We're seeing him use the light attacks. We're seeing him use the heavy attacks, the neutral signature on that hammer. He's looking for the recoveries to confirm the edge guard on Addy, and Addy's just not having any of it. He's going to rotate over, force Phazon into the 2v1 situation. Lil Cap ends up coming back on the platform. Addy doesn't have a weapon. He ends up getting picked up by a D-Light, and Addy still doesn't have a weapon. Lil Cap coming in with the down air, gets the kill. Cake trying to turn around. Cake might end up falling here. Phazon finds the down air. Phazon playing extremely careful on the edge, and I don't blame him. They have a little bit of this lead by taking out Addy, and they want to hold on to that. No unnecessary risks. Phazon and Lil Cap playing very smart.
It's important to note when you have the spear, right? It's not the same as sword down air or axe down air or anything like that. Phazon, going underneath the stage to be able to cover. Barely makes it back there with that dodge last second. But yeah, when you have the spear, sometimes it's better just to hold on to it instead of tossing it away. See if you get an opportunity to hit them with the side air into the stage as they come back. Still, though, stocks are one behind for the blue team, and Cake is looking like he's bleeding out pretty bad here. This isn't a Queen Nai or Barasa. The defense stat's not that high. That Sarah will nearly do it. Can Cake even make it back? I think he already used his dodge, and he falls to his death. The dodge refreshes in midair, but not soon enough. Another 2-stock lead coming out for Red Team here. A potential 3-0 for little Captain Phazon over the EU Titans, Addymestic and Cake, but they seem to be getting their bearings, fighting both players off stage, keeping them separated. Good down air. Phazon dying from the spear down air alone. Little Captain are fighting back. Neutral light into side stick before they kill him off the top of the stage. And stocks are even, and this is the closest match that we've got yet between these two teams.
You're seeing Addy do everything he can right now. He knows that he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's almost in kill percent on his second stock, but he's put out a ton of damage. Even in the 1v2 situation, he was playing it very smart, transitioning from one opponent to the other very, very carefully, not committing too much to put himself into high recovery frames or anything like that. You're seeing him come in on the edge. He tried to go with the side air, but Phazon's D-Light into the side air. The kill combo ended up coming out first. Cake with the wonderful read, getting the side signature, almost taking out Phazon. They need something right here. It's 4 stocks to 3. Cake's in kill percent. Phazon's in kill percent. Lil Cap's almost in kill percent. And Addy, the story here is he has to survive. He's on his final stock, almost in the red. You're seeing him going with these ground pounds. He's looking for the big play.
He's looking for the big play, and he has to, because those kind of risks.
Oh, he gets the knockout on Phazon, bonked him on the head with the weapon toss.
The down air and the weapon toss.
Oh, the blue team is coming back. They have technically the lead in terms of stock right now.
Correct. Addymestic not even that close in the red yet. Okay, Cake looks like he's going to be maybe losing that stock. Yes, recovery.
Oh, it's close, man.
Another close recovery. Little Cap finding that neutral stick on Addymestic. That is bad news for the blue team. Stocks are even. Cake a little bit ahead of the red team, although they haven't been hurt that much. And Little Cap is finding so many hammer attacks on both opponents. The neutral stick at the very end, the bear, the spirit animal of Bodvar, coming out at the very end there to be able to connect with his opponent, puts that much more damage onto them. Falling Sarah does not connect, but Phazon finds that neutral light, combos it into Little Cap's Sarah. That Falling Sarah is interrupted, and Addymestic gets the sword. D-Light down there, combo into Phazon, the side stick, disarms Phazon. Phazon's off the side of the stage. If they can kill Phazon, they can take this to a game number 4. They need this win.
Oh no, the team kill comes out from Cake. That was a huge pivotal moment. You're seeing Cake try to recover back to the stage. He gets to the wall, resets his jumps. You're seeing Lil Captain Phazon immediately disengage, want to maintain stage control, want weapon control as well. The weapon toss coming in, Cake having to play the game of his life to keep himself alive in this tournament. He's looking for the kill option. He has to be so careful. Both members of the red team are almost finding kill options with every hit. That nair almost killing.
Weapon toss comes out. He's got the down air. He tries to go for the double down air. Phazon and Lil Cap to be careful. They had an opportunity to kill Cake, but they used their downlines at the same time. That weapon toss really well aimed. But what they should go for here is Lil Cap gets the D-Light Sarah. Excellent. And that's exactly what I wanted to see, because if Little Cap missed that D-Light Sarah, then his teammate would have been able to come back and say, okay,